Hello and welcome to Art 130, um, the first part in a series of two art histories covering the world and from ancient times up until contemporary. This course is only half of that, and I'm your instructor, Raven Moffett. This is my first time teaching this course for Pima. I've been teaching at Pima for 5 years. Um, but I mostly teach Art 105 or have taught some other courses, some studio art classes in person. So I was a part of the revamp. Some background you don't really know, but it will be helpful to you to have this heads up. Uh, the art department just reconstructed this online course. So it's my first time teaching it, but I'm not totally new to the D2L format because I helped give feedback constructing it. You are, however, the first semester of students to go through the course. So get excited. It has been updated with the intention of making it easier to navigate and easier for y'all. However, that said, being the first to run through something, it often does mean that you might come across something that's not quite working. There's been a whole team of folks who have been on this web page trying to make sure that everything is up to date and functional. But we're all human. So if we miss something or something's not working for you, or you have any questions about the class, just email me. And my Pima email, I'm about to show you what it is. Um, it should be attached to this welcome announcement as well, and certainly to our syllabus. But when you email me, please do me the huge favor of, first of all, addressing me either as Professor Moffett, Dr. Moffett, or MX Moffett. And second, please include the CRN, the course number for us, because I, like many professors, teach multiple course offerings of classes at one time. And if you're able to let me know what class you're in, that will help me give you the most precise information. So I'm going to do a brief run through some of the really important points of this class. I'm going to share screen here. Here we go. So what you're looking at is the home page. Sorry, my dog is barking. It's okay, bud. It's okay. What you're looking at is the homepage for our class. There's no announcements yet, but there will be when you're looking at it. You're okay, buddy. Um, and so the first thing you're always going to want to do when you log on to D2L, and you should be logging on every day, as much as possible. If you skip a day here and there, that's fine. But that's my main way of communicating with you all. Um, you are going to want to check the announcements because I'm going to give reminders about things that are due, and I'm also going to um, give general feedback and help you through the course. The next thing you're going to want to do as a first-time student coming to this class is to review our syllabus. And it's loading. So this gives you, all the information about this class. I'm just going to hit a couple of the high points. Here is my email. It's all over this course. If you want to meet with me, first of all, emailing is a great way to communicate with me. If there's something that you think it would be better for us to have a Zoom meeting on, I'm absolutely welcome and open to do that. It will probably be this link, but you need to email me ahead of time and we'll set a time that we're going to meet. Oops, I have a quiche in the oven. Hold on. Screen sharing is paused. Do, do, do. Okay, you're going to come with me because actually, ah, you're going to come with me. We're just going to do check on this quiche together. Sorry. Um, okay, so my information is down here as well. Hours that you can expect to spend in class, um, our required textbook, um, which is all embedded within D2L. So that is maybe a little bit confusing, but you don't need to purchase a textbook. You can just uh, borrow it from the library. Um, it already exists. Okay, I can stop baking this quiche. Uh, nope, off. There we go. Okay. Um, so in addition to that, here are just some other resources that could be very helpful to you. Um, they're linked right here. Most of what you're going to need to know for class is embedded within the D2L page. So don't worry about this too much. Um, that said, in order to be successful in this class, you are going to need consistent access to the internet, a laptop, or, if you're working from a desktop, some sort of computer, and then Microsoft Office. And we've learned this throughout the years that we've been working with D2L. Google Chrome or Firefox are the best browsers to be using D2L with. So if you're experiencing any trouble, and you're not using that browser, I'm going to recommend switching to that. And then if you have other issues, longstanding issues with D2L itself, of course, email me to let me know you're experiencing issues. But unfortunately, I cannot help you if things aren't loading, if things don't look right, if you are having trouble logging in. That is D2L support and IT. That is not something I can help with. So make sure you have this telephone number or this link available. It's on our syllabus, but it's also on PIMA's website. Um, this is going to look intense. And it kind of is because this is an 8-week long course. For this class, you're going to have 9 discussions, 7 gallery quizzes, 1 curated project, but it's kind of broken up into 4 parts. So that's somewhat helpful. It's sprinkled throughout the course. 3 global curator projects, 2 reflections, and 1 Pima art event or performance visit. It seems like a lot. It's going to go really quick. Um, you're going to know what you need to do when from the get-go. I'm going to show you that in just a second. Um, the one thing that I do want to point out is this Pima art event or performance visit is going to require you to attend a Pima event. Um, so make sure that you plan for that like the first week. You're looking at what event is happening during an opening and schedule in your schedule that you can attend. And if there's not an event that you can get to, or if you are accessing this course from not Tucson, Arizona, then email me and come up with an alternative. And what I'm not going to respond well to is, I can't make that. What can I do? You have Google. You need to research art events that are accessible to you, and at a time frame that will work well, and present me with options and say, will these work? And I can say yes or no. I'm not going to do your research for you. Here's a breakdown of how your grade is determined. I should be getting grades back to you really the day after they're due. Uh, I will be defending my dissertation during some week during this class. And I will make an announcement to let everyone know. So that week I might get a little bit behind because I will need to be particularly involved in my own research. And that's something that all academics are asked to do is to balance their research with their students. And you just happen to be overlapping with a particularly necessary time that I will need to be involved in my own research. That week aside, should be on the ball. If you're ever have questions about things, are concerned, or you have something that's coming up in your life and you think you're going to need an extension, you need to email me ahead of time. If you email me and say, "Oh, I'm starting to not feel well. I think I am going to have a migraine and I might miss this week's assignment," or um, I've had a family emergency. I need to attend a funeral. If you email me and let me know ahead of time, and propose what you want for an extension, for this class, it's basically going to be a week, is all I could really give you. And unfortunately, during the last week, I can't really give you anything because my grades will be due. Um, then I will be more flexible. If you email me after the deadline, I really, don't have much to work with there. Um, so just make sure you're looking at your PIMA email consistently and you're looking at this class and the announcements consistently. Here are some important dates. They're also at the start of this syllabus. They're all over. Um, Let me also say that you're going to have things due every Sunday. So it's on a Monday through Sunday schedule. Sunday at 11:30 is when things are due. Do not wait until 11:30 to turn them in. Turn them in once you're done with them. Work ahead. That's how to succeed in this class. You need to be active in participating in D2L and submitting work. Um, at least once task per 7-day week to remain enrolled in class and to be marked present. If you're not, there is a drop period where you'll automatically be removed from my class. And then if this happens with relative frequency and it is unfortunate, sometimes I have students who are very strong to start, and then something comes up in their life or they get overwhelmed, and about halfway through, they start to lose participation. Um, what I would recommend to you, if that is your case, you are doing strong and then you miss, even just missing 2 weeks is missing a fourth of this class. That's not something you can really recover from. So I would recommend actually withdrawing and then trying again at another date, rather than failing the class. So I'll be emailing you if you're not participating. Um, just make the choice that's best for you. I will be emailing you to your PIMA email. Please don't email me from your personal email. It will likely go to spam. So, um, great. I've already noted these things. Yep. I don't allow AI in my class except for to edit your work. And I presume almost everyone is using AI to edit anyway, so like I don't even really think that exception needs to be named. Um, but yeah, use Grammarly, make sure your work is polished, use the tools at your disposal, but beyond that, I don't allow it. Um, I would say one other thing, and I've just had a couple of instances of this, but if you're using it to help translate, that's also okay with me. Um, but if you use it, you need to credit it. If you use it and you don't credit it, and I find out you're in violation of the student code of conduct, you've plagiarized, and your grade will be void, and the case can escalate. Mariana is our department head. She's a great resource to reach out to. She is the head of the department, so she's not probably going to email you, within that 24-hour e window like I am, but she will get back to you when she can. Please do reach out to ADR if needed and email me if you have any concerns. Um, so that was our syllabus. I'm going to go back to the content tab. This is where you'll start. You'll go to the welcome module, and you'll click on the first page and you'll read through, get to the bottom, and hit this little page turner next thing. Um, and you'll just do that all the way through class. Um, you'll probably not be able to do that just completely through. And so if you need to come back, you just go to the content welcome module, and pick up where you left off. The next thing I'm going to highlight is our schedule of work. You know when things are due in this class. It is not only here, posted here, March 29th, you have your syllabus receipt and course contract quiz due. That's one assignment, not two. That's just you agreeing to having read the syllabus and to take the course. If you don't complete that, you won't continue in this class. You'll be removed. Uh, so not only are your due dates here, but they are also in the calendar. So you know when things are due. It's shown everywhere. I'm not hiding them from you. So I'm not gonna, if you say I forgot a due date, I'm afraid that's not a cause for extension. You've just lost points there. I do want to highlight that your first week, you have a couple of extra things kind of stacked because of how compressed this course is, being only 8 weeks long. You have your syllabus contract quiz. That's basically just saying I agree to be in the class. There's a Google Slides introduction assignment, which is great. And it just is you introducing yourself to the rest of your classmates, and you get to customize a Google Slide to do that. I've emailed you all a link to that. It's also embedded in the D2L, and it will be on an announcement. So there's three different ways to get to those Google Slides. That's where that assignment is. It's the one that is not embedded within D2L. Um, and in addition to those just kind of establishing class things, you do also need to get started on gallery number one. That means you're going to go through the D2L course, you're going to read content, you're going to watch content. Um, and there's even a practice gallery. So there's like, you can quiz yourself. And then you're going to take a quiz, which is going to be 30 minutes timed, a couple of questions on that content, and you're going to complete a discussion assignment. All of that is due this first week, Sunday, March 29th. Then scroll down. Basically, from that point on, it's just one gallery per week. Um, One other thing I want to note is that gallery 4 is particularly, there's a lot going on in Gallery 4. You have a discussion, a quiz, a docent check-in, and part of your final project that's sprinkled throughout the course due. So I think that is your heaviest week in terms of things that are due. You have 4 that week. I'm just going to, yeah, even in your final week, you don't have that much. So just pay attention, look ahead. If you're confused at all, email me, but I need you to, before you email me, go completely over this website and watch this video. If there's information you're emailing me about and it's evident in these things, I'm going to be curt when I email you back because you've just wasted my time and yours. So do your work as a student, and I'm here to support you. Uh, I'm just looking to make sure there's not anything else I'm forgetting. Nope. I don't think so. I'll just, since I'm scrolling through what we were just kind of looking through in terms of course management was all in the welcome module. Of course, if you scroll down, then you get into the galleries, and this is really the content of the course. So great. I look forward to working with you all. Um, be prepared. This is a really fast 8 week session. I know you all can do it if you're really dedicated to it. If it's not the right time, there's no shame in deciding to take this class in another time period at another point. But if you are up to it, I'm really excited to work with you all and learn from you all. All right. Bye now.